Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello, hello, hello. We are in the wonderful world again of Napoleonic Wars. And this is the 33rd Sunday flag capture event. And you can see the guys getting set up. So you can see reasonable amount of people on today. Obviously it's the height of summer, so you know the diehards are here because obviously, you know, who cares about things like heat? Heat's for girls. So we have a man setting up, Crazy Toes, the gunner of the 33rd, and we have some additional people moving around here from the 102nd KGL recruit shooter there. Always nice to see recruits in Napoleonic Wars, even after the game's been played for so long. A wonderful thing to see. So there's a little bit of technical problem going on here. Prestige Epic having a little bit of a issue with Matej there, I think it is, recruit of choice. And yeah, there's Octi in there as well. So they're basically sorting themselves out. Now, fine section of the French over here. The NR59, there's Lawrence. Leading is Oberst Lama. Or Lama, I suppose we could call him, because there's no double L. So we'll call him Lama. And over on the side here... Oh, goodness me! Major DK is dead. They've killed the Dane already. Wow. No rest for the wicked. As we move over to these fine groups of fellows. The 1st RI. Adjutant Tasnaris? Yeah, we'll go with that. Holding the flag at the rear. Colour Major. Colour Sergeant. Yeah. Major Colbert. Oh dear, they've lost somebody. They've lost 2 already. That's not great. They're coming under some fire. And you can see they have returned fire to some fellows over here. Managed to get, so I say, you know, 4 for 2 or 4 for 3. Pretty good deal. This poor old recruit sick boy gets felled. Over here is the KHJ. Paul Q, great name. There's Major as well, because obviously some of these people can be revived. There's Lieutenant Yid. We'll call him Yid. And over here at the church, good Christian fellows defending the church. The 1st TS. Oh goodness me. Defending from a brutal attack of the 102nd. And getting brutalized in return by the Scotsman. Because that's what Scotsmen do. But more attacks come in. Bono Killer going in from the 33rd. Going after the flag holder. And you can see the flag holder defending the flag. The jack has been held. You can see they've lost the tricolor. At least they thought they had. I thought they had. Oh dear, there's still murder going on. Random horsiness. Random horsiness is occurring. Let's turn those game sounds down just a touch. Random horsiness is occurring. Oh goodness! Oh, poor Mikhail catching a cannonball from Fleet. Nice shot. Oh, hello, a Baker Rifleman. There's Bleached. Not even going to try to start. Fattenvark. Yeah, we'll go with that. And here's Raz. Also working together with Emil from the KHJ. And they're making their way over. As the church is being defended quite vigorously by the detachment of the French over here. As they continue to spawn. There you go, the 102nd getting their boys in. There's recruit shooter again. Nice shot indeed, sir. Basically trying to get in there and defend the church as best they can. No mean feat. As they are under fire from all directions. Oh, that's an unfortunate spawn. That's a very unfortunate spawn. And now they've been set upon by some Frenchmen. Now they're fighting for their lives. There's Emil. And there's a nice team kill by Slutbag. Fantastic team kill by Slutbag. And here we go. The first RI. Redeploying. Getting out of the way. You know, just trying to avoid any kind of unnecessary entanglements. And you can see the tickets in the top left hand side of the screen. 395 to 437. So, oh, heavens, hello. So these guys are taking a bit of battering. The Emperor there. In comes a tricolor. Double tricolor, in fact. And a stolen British flag. Very good. Oh, heavens, look at that. Fine explosory goodness. And out come... It's the Scots again. They're out doing the damage. Here we go. The murdering continues. And the murdered as well. So they unfortunately do not last long as they are in the area of a spawn. People are still consistently snuffing it left, right and centre. Which is kind of what you expect really in this game. You know, it's just... It's snuff central really. Napoleonic Wars battles. There's Lamer. Oberst of choice. Good God, he missed from 10 feet away. What's wrong with you? Must be the moustache affecting his aim. Oh, hello. There's Mikhail looking for a potential ambush, maybe? No, they're going to pull back to a... Oh, shot him in the face. Oh, wow. Poor Riot. He was chosen. He was a chosen man, but he was chosen for a bullet rather than anything else he would have preferred. Oh, horses. Hello, horses. There's Ace from the 33rd going in for a little bit of murdering. On to the British forces. Out comes the long, curved cavalry sabre. Doing the damage necessary. Oh, and he's about to get set upon. He's about to get diddled. And that's exactly what happened. And he's double diddled. Down he goes. That's what happens when you jump on the English. Diddling does occur. So. Crying noob there. Leading the boys. Oh my goodness. That is a nose you could ski down. Wow. So. The HLI getting set up. The Black Watch. With a nice volley. Look at that. Oh, maybe not for one of them. He managed to catch a bullet. But they're standing there and they're supporting the artillery, which is kind of important. And here you can see the NIR moving forward. Taking cover. Herbert Racenstein. Nice. And you can see these boys, Cecil and the boys, taking some punishment. Now they've got to try and stay away, because there we go, they've got close enough for the charge. Out comes the officer's sabre, and the officer runs away. Sensible man. Especially when the odds are not in your favour. So he runs away to the rest of his line, in order to command them. Or possibly not. Wow, Cecil doing a great job of cheesing it in the opposite direction. Taking the lads with him to regroup. As you've got more here from the HLI FLR. There's Shinga. And Marth holding the flag. Cannons of choice. There's Laudius from the 2nd. Along with Tager... Oh my goodness. Tager Trommel? Yeah, we'll go with that. Fine, buxom young ladies operating the cannons. Always good to see DEI underway. Give a job to a woman, you know it's going to get done properly. Recruit Astra from the 102nd, holding on to the flag, otherwise known as a bullet magnet. May not last long. Oh, goodness me, and he's very close to getting shot there. Don't know why, I keep yawning. Don't know why. It's not as if I've been awake for long, you know? Anyway. Never mind. Random things. So. Up onto the top of the building. Go the French. They have the high ground, like Obi-Wan. But can they make the most of it, is the question. Now they're going to be hiding behind the building, maybe looking to... push some pressure onto them, but they're getting some fire coming down from on high. Like that. Who's this down here taking cover? Commissar Badger, ensign of the 33rd. Yep, he's going to run away. Sensible man. So the tricolor still holding fort, so to speak, up the top here. There we go. The Badger has arrived. Poor old Embatina. The hair looking a bit blood-soaked. Never a good look. And over here you can see TCNIR. Oh dear. Poor old Chell taking a bullet. There's Racerstein. And Guardsman Gluer. Looks like he's going to surrender already. So the guys are respawning. And now you can see them basically spawning in on the flags. Because that's how the technique works. Oh, goodness me. Cannonball over the top. And now you can see additional forces pushing, or pulling back, I should say, to regroup near the cannons. To get a little bit of supporting fire from the cannons, maybe. And there you can see the Baker riflemen trying to break up the horde that's coming towards them of Frenchmen. Out come the rifle butts. It's time for a bit of butt action. And now you can see them fighting for their lives against a lot of rampaging Frenchmen. So, you know, these things happen. Oh heavens, more explosions. So, let's see. The murdering continues. More murdering. Yet more murdering. And a little bit of horsey action as well from Josh, Lieutenant of the TC. Or Lieutenant. Now. How are we looking numbers-wise? Not too bad. So you can see at the moment, the advantage is on the side of the French army. The Grand Armée. There's Sick Boy again. I can only imagine how overwhelming this game must be, especially in a battle like this as a recruit. Never having played the game, you know, it's just... Oh my god, what's going on? You know? Alexander with the fine sword slice, followed by a bayonet to the nozzle. He's gone down. And you've got another line of Frenchmen here, lining up and firing into the enemy. It's nice to see the NR-59 with a fine line. Under the command, of course, of the Lamer. With the most accurate pistol in gaming history. You know it and love it if you're an officer. And now you can see them putting down the Royal Artillery, putting down the cannon. They're going to have a pot shot at these boys. It's distinctly possible. Are they setting up? Oh heavens, look at that. The first RI. Or RL maybe? RI. Not looking good for them. Lots and lots of bodies. Look at that spawn. What a spawn. Oh, fantastic. Waiting for the inevitable murdering that will occur. But it looks like, because of that spawn, the cannons have been overrun. Although saying that, they seem to have done quite a good job there with Slutbag gaining a few kills. A nicely played artillery shot in the centre. The shrapnel doing its dirty work. Bono Killer fighting them off with a tricolor. Stab them with the eagle on the head of the flag. May not be effective as he would like, but you know. He does still have a musket with him, so it's not like he can't poke him in the butt with a 17-incher. But, you know, we'll wait and see what happens. The French going after the spawn. Very naughty of them. Very naughty indeed. The Royal Artillery still continuing to do their work with their Slutbag, supported by Fusilier Lay 2012. And also Sergeant Raff. So, as a cannonball flies over the top, look at that. Right over the top into the centre of the city. Or the town, I suppose you could call it. It's not really a city. Doesn't have a cathedral. Has a church. Oh! Goodness. That was a pretty good shot. Oh dear me. Well, they certainly made a mess, that's for sure. But they aren't backing off. They're staying out there and they're putting down the firepower. They're now able to respawn on the flag. Now they're backing off. So, sensible thought. And there they go. And here is Marmont. Recruit who's currently dehorsed. There we go. Grand Theft Horsey. He is now with horse again. Oh dear. And he's lost his horse already. Oh, poor Marmont. He lost his horse and his life in less than 30 seconds. What's going on here? Was that a body I saw moving? Wow. Last of the Scotsman there. Hochmeister. It's taken down. Oh, look at this, a defender. It stonks. Is he going ham? He is going ham. To try and defend himself. And Stonks has done his work. How can you want to tangle with someone called Stonks? So he's getting the boys sorted out, back together. And then we shall see. There we go, it's the all charge. We're looking at QFT here. QFT SGS. I mean, you know, you could just call him GPS or something like that. I don't know, or QFT. God only knows. But he's going in with the butt. He's entering with the butt, and he got entered. Well, that went well. That went well for him. Look at that fine saber slash coming in from Slutbag, defending her fine honor with some nice melee work. Oh dear, she's been diddled. And she's fighting back from the diddling. Look at this. Fine murdering occurring from Slutbag. In danger of being re-diddled. Yep, more Frenchmen are after her to diddle her. Oh god, she got horsed. Oh, poor Slutbag run down by a horse. And we move on to the next round. And we're back. And we disappear from a desert to snow. So yes, the weather in this area is very unpredictable, to say the least. And so you can see here the cannons moving out. Getting ready, trying to move to that high area to get an advantageous shot. And of course, cutting people up on the way. Now, these fine fellows of the KHJ moving out. Look at that officer holding onto the flag. The spawn point. There's Yid. Look at them getting set up. It's, of course, the fine ladies of the 2nd. And there's Traeger. Or Tager, I should say. Look at that. Handsome girl. So, there's Herbert. Oh, goodness, what's going on here, Herbert? Oh, Herbert's team killing. There's some murdering going on there. Oh, I think that may have been some civil war going on. Never mind. So we're over here with Riot, Chosen Man. Moving out with other members of the 33rd. Up ahead here. It's crazy from the 102nd KGL. Here also is the 102nd KGL over there. There's Mitej. Now, up ahead. It's Crying Noob. Leading the boys forward. Look at that fine moustache. And of course that protruding nozzle. So. Here they are. Look at this. Up by the train tracks. With a very Napoleonic war train. Look at that. Built entirely out of wood. Makes you wonder how they put enough fire in there to build up the steam without burning the entire thing to a crisp. But we'll gloss over those details, you know. However, it's all kicking off. And it's melee on the train tracks. Which sounds like a song title. But you can see there's Killer here from the 1st TES. Moving in. With the flag. Holding their flag high. And now basically running away with the flag. Because they're now shooting back at them. So, the support is coming in. Look at this fine French line. Taking casualties, but still the NR-59 continuing to press the advantage as best they can. The murdering. The musket fire. Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. And more casualties on the train tracks. As now reinforcements come in from the French army. To push back against the attempted attack of the British. Yep, here they go. Oh dear. Now he wants to hold on to his flag. Killer is trying to get away with the flag to at least somewhere where there's people on his side to maintain that spawn point. So he's done a good job there. Being supported by a cavalryman to keep him alive. Good work. So you can see they were trying to push against them, but they were unsuccessful. And now the Tricolore with the NR-59 makes their ways to the train tracks. And you can see here, these guys decided to stand, turn and fight. But they're out in an open field, so there's going to be a disadvantage for them. See what I mean? And so, still murdering coming in from the Frenchmen. Onto the little bunch of Brits. This is going to be bad. Yeah, there's some murdering going on right now. Along with a bit of flag work. Got to hold on to that flag. Martin trying to defend himself, supported by a teammate. As you can see them going for that flag holder. He has to run away from his teammates in order to maintain that flag spawn. Now this guy who's following him might get the shock of his life when everybody then suddenly spawns on that damn flag. And he is then 1 versus 20. Or possibly not. Because he got murdered. And now the flag by Jihadi Crazy from the 102nd KGL has been stolen. Now, look at the tickets. They're pretty equal, I have to say. Pretty equal. As he pauses to yawn. I can't explain it. I cannot explain why I'm yawning. And it's not like it's past my bedtime or anything, you know. God only knows. Anyway. Cannons to the right of them, cannons to the left of them. With the Crazy Toes here. Throwing the cannonballs downrange. Here's Zila from the NR-59. The pistol. Oh, good shot. That's really going to help. Oh, heavens. Oleg and Marvin taken down. Now they're being supported by some teammates on their left. But they are able to put some fire down into these Brits, and look at that. Claim quite a few of them. Now you can see them starting to sort of pull back slightly and try and get out of the line of fire. So it seems to have gone quite well for them. As the yawning continues. I cannot explain it. Cannot explain it. It's so annoying. Anyway. The French moving into position. The 33rd, there's Herbsman Wolfie. You can see he's on the wacky backy already. Hasn't taken long and he's already smacked off his baps halfway through the battle. There's Sick Boy trying to get into the line. Yep, there he is. Oh dear. God, it's just so... Let's appreciate that face for a while. Look at that. Wow. The face of them, the face of command is what that is. The nozzle of command. Can't argue with that authority with a nozzle like that. So, there's Philippe. And FB64. Could be like Facebook 64, I don't know. The 64-bit version of Facebook, God only knows. Nerd moment, what can I say? So, Silver Stag from the 33rd, holding on to the Tricolor, the Imperial Eagle at the top. Obviously, the spawn point, very important. As you've then got here the first ER, along with Major Colbert, or Colbert, we'll call him Colbert, as he makes his way with his team and with his regiment to push back against the enemy, who are currently losing. Only by 30 tickets, though. So that's not too bad, really, not too shabby. Oh, this here, there's Snarf, defending himself from the onslaught being wrought against him. And more murder, and now the onslaught is on the returning side, and yeah, he's now been deslaughtered. So, here, there's Tasnaris from the first RI, and now you can see these guys pushing up. There's Embatina. Oh, trying to avoid those explosions that are coming in. The shrapnel would do a lot of damage. Oh, hello. Surprise attack into a bunch of Scotsmen. That's not going to go well. You don't mess with the Scots. Look at that, standing on top of the wall to get pot shots on, and some of them still missed. Well, that's the joys of Napoleonic Wars. The accuracy of the bullets. I think accuracy is kind of a generous term under the circumstances. It's kind of throw it in that general direction and hope it hits something. And it doesn't always. Now these fine fellas, oh dear. Papa Weimar from the 33rd, the Major. Look at that. Very serious face. Focused intently on the reloading of his weapon. As he's losing men. The Silver Stag continues to hold the flag. Mr. Noob himself, the equivalent of Napoleonic Wars version of Concord, is now leading the boys out. And wow, look at that for a shot. Captain the Baker of the 2nd, 33rd, second captain. So, even baking can be dangerous, as you can see. Uh-oh. More attacks, as now the Brits have been forced to back off as they're taking a lot of casualties. Uh-oh. Might want to move. Excuse me. Oh, picture of health, me. So. Oh, more slicing coming in. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear, this is going bad. He defends himself, gets knocked down by a horse, and is finally felled. Under the bridge. The horses continue to try and claim some... Well, nothing. That's what they claimed. Absolutely nothing, except a bayonet to the butt. Which, you know, if that's what floats your boat, then fair dues to you. However, most people would not want to be diddled on a Sunday evening by a 17-incher. But, you know, it's more of a lifestyle choice. Anyway, let's see. More murdering near the bridge is occurring. Oh, there we go, more murdering. And now they're looking to fire back. As there's Slutbag with the howitzer. Yes, the howitzer. Trying to do the damage. Fusilier. Or Lay, I should say. Alexander from the HR Guard. The Hussars. Why that coat? I don't just... What's the point in having a coat that's just over your shoulder all the time? Completely pointless. Well, I suppose in the winter it's helpful, but we'll see. Commissar Badger. Veteran Pap. And the number of tickets are pretty close, I have to say. So much yawning, man. It's so annoying. So, we move over to Steeper from the 33rd. Oh dear, they've been attacked. Combination of horses and other ne'er-do-wells. Yep, there we go. Shot down. Murdered in his prime. And the rest of the bits come charging in from the 1st TES. Pushing the Frenchmen back onto the railroad. And the bridge. And it's not looking good for them. Lorenz is going to have to run for it. He's going to have to cheese it as best he can to try and save the spawn point for the rest of the French army. So he is now legging it as the cavalry comes in to support. Try and do some damage. They've got to be careful. For that reason, because they could lose their horse. Well, they could lose themselves, in fact. So, the Brits is killer. And now you can see Lorenz defending the Eagle. As they fight on the building area of the final part here. As the Baker gets in, steals a cannon maybe? Are we seeing Grand Theft Cannon going on here? Oh, there's some people in the distance. It's cavalry, so the chance of hitting cavalry with artillery, slim to non-existent. But, you know, you never know with Napoleonic Wars. Stranger things have happened. There's Pap. More murdering occurring. Herbert Tedstein. And he gets unceremoniously diddled off his horse as well. There's Chef out here in the field. By the French spawn, as you can see. Spawny Rumar. Oh, look at that. Prussian flag. How interesting. Oh, heavens. Nice shot there by Crazy. Fine cannon work. Oh, crikey. Fine cannon work occurring. Oh, more murdering. God, everyone's just catching bullets today. I suppose it is a battle. It's kind of a... And bullets are being fired, so you kind of expect it. Oh dear, somebody's crashed their horse badly. Look at that. Oh dear, poor horsey. Completely unfazed by the whole situation is Artillery Horse. Hello, Artillery. No, now's not the time. We're trying to make a fuss of you. See, mind you, see, your brother, what, you know, what was he? Was he Artillery Horse, or was he just like Officer Horse? I don't know. We'll call him Officer Horse. So Artillery Horse has lost his brother Officer Horse. And quite a few others as well. And we look over here to the 102nd. KLG, supported by the NR-59. Who are firing back in the general direction of the enemy. Oh, who's this fellow? It's Flexi from the 33rd. Fine cannoneering skills going on. The old Johnson's baby bud to push the charge back to the back of the cannon. Oh heavens, look at that. Shrapnel everywhere. Uh-oh, trouble. In Bettina. Unfortunately, it's just the two of them, so I guess they're going to have to try and either wait for a spawn to occur or go and reform with their colleagues. Dear. Oh my goodness. So much yawning. Yawning, yawning, yawning. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, so tired. So, as we've had a quick yawn break, and now you can see the French army coming under pressure again by a rampant band of Scotsmen. And obviously other members of the British Army, like Yid here, and Emile, and Mikhail, and Paul Q. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. You can see some of the French taking some fire. Member of the Hussars in a battle. Oh, Riot with a fine murder. Fine murder coming in there from Riot onto a poor recruit. That was Marmont. Poor Marmont. Unceremoniously murdered. And Riot then gets shot in the back for his own trouble. I suppose that's karma right there, boys and girls. Oh. Oh, flippin' heck. God. Yawn, 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 yawn. This could be a yawn cast. Anyway. These fine fellows. Look at this lovely line here. Look at this. This is thumbnail potential. Especially with the dead bodies. More bodies. God damn it, there's bodies everywhere. See what I mean? They're taking a lot of fire as well. They're supported over here by what looks like a nice line of troops. But they're kind of looking in the opposite direction. So you can see the NR-59 over the top here towards the general direction of the cannons and the start of the rail embedment, or whatever you call this thing here. However, the British are attacking the train. Going in there maybe for a bit of stab and grab. We'll have to see. Oh no, fire coming in. Murdering, cannonballs, all the rest of it. As Octi gets murdered as well. By a member of the British Army, their chef. Schiff's cock. Oh goodness me. Nice murder from Schiff there. As they're now coming under a bit of fire from their defensive position. From these fine fellows moving closer. And the 102nd KGL are starting to lose some people. Are they going to keep the pressure up is the question. Well, yes, they have, because they forced the Brits to run. And now, as they run over to the left-hand side, there we go, the outflanking manoeuvre coming in. And unfortunately, he gets diddled for his trouble. He was the only one there trying to do a outflanking diddle manoeuvre. So, these guys are going to have a bad time of it soon. Especially this man, Chef. About to lose his hat. It's going to be bad. You see the blood all over his uniform. He's probably bleeding out. Poked with one of those nasty bayonets. Oh, horse murdering occurring as well. Wow. Blatant horse murdering occurring. There's Olaf making his way out, and there again, the French coming back again, Umbra, and members of the 33rd, there's Riot, pushing back against the building, and then being attacked over on the left here by the 1st TES, as the 33rd try and get underneath the bridge. So push back, and look at this defensive position. Olaf and the boys, the flag being held by Lorenz again. Good old Farfu Lorenz. And now they're being forced to move. But dang on, what's going on there? Someone left the flags behind. Oh, that's not good. But I suppose there's only 40 tickets left. But the French don't actually have any tickets left in order to spawn. So the advantage is really not with the French. 37 tickets of the Brits. There's Colbert. And now they're basically going to be trying to jockey for the right position to get the kills onto the enemy. Maybe force the enemy to come to them. There we go. There's the all charge. Oh, okay. Go on. Out comes... There's another one. Another man with a massive nose. What is with noses in this team? Wow. Oh dear! Stabbed in the neck. Oh, crazy toes. Let's have a watch of the whole battle, shall we? So you can see over here on the right now, you've got hussars getting involved, trying to go in there and do some damage, and some fine murdering coming in on the French, or by the French I should say, onto the Brits. And there is Yid, trying to survive as best he can. Seems to be doing a pretty good job so far, but you know, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out at the end of the day. And one of the hussars, well, we're looking at some imminent horse murdering. Oh, this is going to go bad. Prestige epic. Oh, he's been hit by a horse. He's been diddled by a horse, and he's getting absolutely rampaged on. But he's fighting for survival. And unfortunately didn't fight for long enough. So, there you have it, boys and girls. United Kingdom has won that battle. And we are back with the next round. Well, at least it stopped snowing. I mean, obviously the snow has settled. But, so it's still cold enough. And here we go, Flexi going out with the cannon of choice. Looking for a decent spot to plonk the ordnance. Seems to be a good spot here, obviously. Good visibility, hills, all that kind of stuff. Bit of cover by the building. So it could turn out well for them. Definitely did not turn out well for him. There's Mr. Rob. And here, Facebook 64. Making his way out with the other members of the French army. The 1st RI. There's Papa Weimar of the 33rd. Stogie and Mouth. Leading the boys forward. Flag holder is Silverstag. And you've obviously got the 1st RI supporting their right flank. Oh dear, really? Oh dear, poor old crying noob dead already. As the cannonballs come raining over the top of here, taking down multiple members of the British Army. So, you can see here, they're now basically deciding to cheese it in the opposite direction, which is sensible, you know. They want a continued survival situation. And making their way behind this, what is very well known as the bullet distracting fence. As no bullets get through the center of these slats. Because, you know, game mechanics. So, they're going to back off. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is a nice defensive slot. That's going to be very hard to get them out. Oh, unless they do something like that. Oh, goodness me. And the front door slammed in his face. And now they're going to have to do a house-to-house or room-to-room search. Oh, they're going to be waiting. This is going to be brutal. Yep, as indeed it proved to be. Oh, watch out, boys. And now they start to move out. As we clip through. Hello. Love that effect. It's just so good. And the battle inside the building occurring. As the French are now pushing the advantage against the Brits. The Brits being pushed back. How did they miss him from that close? Oh, for God's sake. Clearly not the best. Not the best rifleman in this particular area. They've got the advantage of numbers and obviously the Obi-Wan high ground. Which is going to give them a certain advantage. But the French will continue to push. Providing as spiky attack as possible. He's gone ham. He's going ham in there, and there we go. The ham has been sliced. Dear oh dear. And now the last of them being cleared out. As you can see them charging through, and now the Brits deciding to back away. As they get pared down in numbers. until eventually the French have overcome and are now in a position to reform, regroup, and get ready for the next attack. So, Alvilda, wow, quite the name. Philippe, and Squeagle, Silipan. There's of course our friend Facebook, and there's Berlin or Bolln. Who's this? It's Lorenz, of course. Holder of the flag. Nice kill into the 33rd. Coming there from the 2nd tier, yes. Cannonball goodness. We love to see. So, let's see the defensive position of the 33rd. Putting some fire into the French as they're trying to make their way across. They're going to be in a difficult position right there. And now they have to move out to try and get behind the fence. Oh, heavens! You see that? Fantastic shot coming in from Slutbag. The howitzer the howitzer accuracy there. Getting quite a few, paring down the numbers of the 33rd quite significantly. So, more explosions everywhere. As the NR-59 moving out into the field. Into the open air. Oh heavens, hello. They're gonna go up against poor old Black Knee Girl and other members of the HLI. As Duffman. Oh, blimey, just cut him out of the air. And they're going after the horses and the other things to try and stop the artillery from making any kind of serious dent into their forces. Down goes one, but they're still going to have the weaponry available, as you can see. The cannon shots and funky good stuff. Oh, look, horse getting in the way. Oh dear. And down goes the horse, and down goes the hussar. Fine murdering coming in there by Slutbag and Lay 2012 and Kieran, Colonel of the 19th. So, there's Sulipan out in the field. Oh goodness me, look at that. Really? Okay, alert. The music to Don't Starve if you've never heard it before. So, Silipan trying to defend against the onslaught of Brits. Unfortunately, Darth Thud. Oh my god. Darth Ud. Darthud? Okay. I thought that was Darth Hud for a second. Okay. Cry Noob. We're back with him. He seems briefly alive. How long it will last, who can say. So, it's getting the boys reformed up to the fence of defense. The defense. As now you can see Stonks and team charge forward with Major Anderson with the effective pistol shot, of course. I don't even know why they bother. Oh dear. Well, shoot the horse even from like 5 feet away. There we go. See, so he knows the truth. He needs to pick up a musket in order to actually do any kind of serious damage. That pistol is literally no more than an irritating fly buzz around the world. So it looks like they're going to try and reform the boys into as large a line as possible to sort of push back against the French. Speaking of the French, see if we can find them. Okay, hello. We have found them. And this is the 84th. Look at these fine fellows. There's also members of the 33rd in there as well. There's Herbsman Wolfie. Oh dear, that was a bit harsh. Uh-oh. Look at that. Wow. Lots of murdering occurring, along with cannonballs of loveliness from all directions, because why not? What's going on? Oh, it's the hussars. Looking for somewhere to rope. Oh, really? Ah. Looking to clear out the building, maybe? Well, I think they're a bit late. Or possibly not. Yep, there we go. Ah, this is what he's looking for. And that's what he found. So, yeah. Intentions were good. The actual action, the act of it itself did not go so well. I mean, he got a couple of murders in there, but unfortunately then got a French bayonet in the nozzle. You know, these things happen. And there's Adjutant 77 Legion, as their commanding officer is currently in there derping out, as you can see. So, they're kind of without a leader right now. However, these guys are with a leader. There's Major Cole there. And a horse. It's the Baker. Cannoneer of choice, looking for an opportunity to move his cannon somewhere where he can be the most effective. And look at that. Straight down the throat of the crossing here. Maybe take out a few of these fellows from the TC. There's Raz from the 8KHJ. Oh, goodness me, look at that. Oh, dear. That's bad. A tad unfortunate. But now you can see them making their way round, trying to provide a little bit of covering fire onto the onslaught of French that is just about occurring now, who have now taken some shots. The 1st ERI and other members here trying to make their way through, with loads of bullets coming in their general direction. Because why not? Ah, veteran ace. And he's down. Oh, fine. Block on the drive-by. Now he's going to basically do another approach, run away. Possibly, yeah, murder another horse. There we go. And Grand Theft Horsey by Ace. And so it's time for an all charge. So Ace is going to have to find his troops to then all charge with them. One thing I love about Napoleon Wars is when you get the admin horse. Just the sheer speed of the admin horse still makes me laugh to this day. The way you can go round and round in circles, and it's literally like he's at a 45-degree angle as he goes round and round in circles. It's just... Plus, the sheer genius of the design of an admin horse. Just, yeah. I wonder if there's a server owner horse. You know, that just flies like a unicorn or something. Not like a unicorn, like a... oh god, what was the bloody thing called? I cannot think of the name of the thing that flies. From Greek legend, but never mind. Nagy Bartos. Meflu of Nagy Bartos. Look at him defending himself from multiple attacks. Gets the attack, gets... and there we go, diddled in the rear. Major Anderson of the TC going in for a quick stab and a grab. He got grabbed, he got stabbed, but he's fighting back, and the rest of his teammates come charging in as that fence is going to get in the way. Oh, members of the Royal Artillery are nearby as well. So it looks like they have succeeded there, and that, ladies and gentlemen, has been a GG. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. My thanks, obviously, to the 33rd for allowing me to come along, and of course to all the regiments who took part in this event. Always a pleasure, never a chore. We'll see you again soon for more Napoleonic Wars. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.